What's up, y'all? What's going on? Trey Gang back at it again. Finna drop exclusive tea. Exclusive tea. Yeah. Everybody come on in with your thumb check. And shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, fuck with y'all. See what I'm saying? Alright. Check this out, y'all. When I did my research, after all this what we been through, I'm trying to find out what happened to the girl. So everybody deserves the truth. Everybody deserves the truth. So look, Trey Gang gonna expose the timeline when she actually took her last breath. Cause I know this for a fact that Kenneka was still living when they took her out the pool. But I want to show y'all something. And check this out. When we did our own autopsy report and came up with the time of death, I want to say 4 to 5. Cause if she was still alive, she would have been screaming for help. If she would have walked in the freezer, she would have banged on the door and screamed and somebody would have heard her. If she was somewhere still alive in that hotel, somebody would have rescued her and came to her aid. There's no way that she would have been just sitting there. Somebody would have heard her weeping, or you know what I'm talking about. Somebody would have heard something. But like you said, Queen Carl, Little Meat said this shit. And that's the cold part about it. These people told us, these folk been exposed. I mean, watch this. If Kenneka died around 4 or 5, that's why the police said we need the footage. Because we want to know who's all in the area. You see what I'm saying? Like this gang. Look, gang. Now check this out. This finna solve all your problems. So just say if Kenneka died around about 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning. Watch this footage as a detective, right? Because you want to see everything move in the area of place of interest. Watch this, gang. I'm going to roll the tape and I'm going to grip my mic for a minute. I want to make sure I have sounding on my phone. Make sure I can see something. You ain't even showing me live. Now, the first thing you notice, the beverage manager, the assistant beverage manager working security that night, that's him at the top of the right corner of the screen. So this was at 8. I'm just showing y'all he was there that night. And he just mysteriously disappeared on the camera and didn't find the body. All right. All right. Now, all the other clocks is at 5 and between 4. So we're going to pay attention to back, front desk, and the lower left lobby, right? You see, I got two different times on the front desk, right? So I'm gonna show y'all what he was doing at 4 and what he was doing at 5. Now, right here at the top of the screen, this at 5:30 something. But look what he doing at 4:30 something, right? We're looking at both of the front desk footage an hour apart. Now, on the top of the screen, that's when they were covering up the body and just got through moving the body. Right here is when he watching on the cameras and pacing back and forth. So now, when you look, boom, and that's when he grabbed the keys and look who coming in the back door, right? Now keep this in mind, these folk with the party. They with the party, right? Boom. Now y'all see he got the keys, then he dipped out. Now look, y'all see Monique at the top creeping. Now look, if this between 4, now look, if this at 3 something, right? 3 something. So all of them was trying to get to where she was at. Now, that's why she got her arm in her sleeve, Bree with her. That's why Bree said, I know for a fact she didn't put herself in the freezer. Right? So boom, they in a place of interest, just like what you want to see. And look in her hand. Y'all see what's in her hand? Now watch this game. Now these people acting like they just getting there. But actually they was already there. I believe these two people was at the party. Cause you see how they bumping in each other, acting like they don't know each other, it's like, see Maya waiting on Bree. Now watch this. All of them turn around at the same time, like, it's like somebody might be at this back door right here. Now if you notice the red boxes on her, look at the red boxes, don't even move or flash. That's your proof right there. Cause inside these red boxes edited. See how they got the red box on the back door? That's much space that you need to edit this part. Look, y'all see that in the back with the lights? See, they trying to get back there, right? So boom. So now we got headlights back here, right? So this what the police put in their report. Cause when the police put in the report, they was like, yeah, we got them. We need to you know what I'm talking about, hunt them down, get all the statements, you know what I'm talking about, so they could tell us what happened. Even Crown Plaza, if they lied, if the Freeze lied and Crown Plaza lied, believe me, the police will find out the truth. Because they got the video surveillance footage, and I honestly believe they got all of it. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you look at that back door, the light's still on. So if a car don't supposed to be back there, what is it doing back there if everybody suspect that she in the pool area? If the police, if the police assume that she was in the pool area, this where they gonna look into. What were these lights doing back here? What car, what vehicle it was? So now you gotta go on the parking lot footage and see who came from that area. You see what I'm saying? Cause if we had the front, now look, that's when he come over here. See, an hour later, he needs some tape So now look, this at 4:35. Now this when Kenneka about to take her last breath or she finna die. You see what I'm saying? So the police looking at this footage and watching them and like, we got you on her with the tape. Everything they found in the freezer is gonna link back to this maintenance man, the friends, and the goddamn gang members, right? So look, when y'all watch this video, keep in mind Kenneka finna take her last breath. Know what I'm talking about? So this the most important part of the footage that you can get a conviction on. This your circumstantial evidence, and then you can change it to direct evidence because of the friends when they confess and when they what they need to do a follow up. That's what they need to do a follow up. We need his statements. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, shout out to the gang, y'all. What's going on, fish and bread? Now look, gang, when you think about the body, and everybody know, oh, man, somebody moved the body, because we already know it's evidence of the body being moved. If you been following me and we've been studying this shit, it's evidence in the photo that the body been moved. Clear as day. So this will give you proof of who will be actually back there with her. You see the maintenance man grabbing tape, and we already know at one point in time her mouth must have had to been taped up because she had glue and stuff around her mouth. You see what I'm saying? And he the only one grabbing tape. And then when you think about the shoes, Monique was the only one that had her shoes out. The other maintenance man playing with his shoes. T.Y. took his shoes out. Monique took their shoes out. Everybody that took their shoes out went in their pool area and got their girl out the pool. And when they got their girl out the pool, boom, this when the cover up again. And now they got to move the body to another location. Only way you could figure it out if you just see where the staff go. So eventually on camera, you got to be seen going in the same direction where she is. Still gonna be seen on the camera going in the same direction where he at. So if you give me the footage, right, and this the last person I seen in this area, you a suspect. You was the last one back there with her before the shift change. So these people need to be investigated. Cause he went down there to the front desk. He walked out his jurisdiction and walked down there where she was at. And that's what's gonna give it up. Cause they knew where she was at. She was somewhere in the lower level, y'all. Hidden. I don't know if she was in a closet or a storage room, or it could be another cooler or a freezer. I don't know. But I know she didn't die in no freezer that was operating because she didn't have carbon poison in her airways. Wasn't no signs of that she was breathing chemicals, freons, and stuff like that. Wasn't nothing that in her goddamn it autopsy report. So wherever she was in when she took her last breath, she was down on that lower level when she took her last breath. And that's how she got up in the pool, and that's why you see the drag marks starting to begin. And that's why he was pacing, because he got the phone. He could see the footage. So I'm quite sure when what he was seeing on that footage, whatever he was seeing on that footage, it was her last moments. And that's why he paced. Why else would he be pacing? At 4 in the morning, finna go on 5. Your shift about to change in 20 minutes. The shift finna change in 20 minutes. So you know how cruel the time is at this point. Cause people coming in and out of the hotel and they don't have no control of it. So what they had to do, move their body down to the lower level, get it fast up there to upstairs in the freezer. Cause keep this in mind. I believe they had the plan to say she would, like Andrew Holmes said, she died in the freezer downstairs. You know what I'm talking about? Cause if you think about it, if she died downstairs, so they would let you know that Andrew Holmes must have knew she died downstairs. But the problem was somebody decided to put her upstairs in the bandit freezer. Cause maybe the lower level wasn't gonna work. The story might don't stick. You know what I'm saying? It might don't hold water. It might just don't add up with the footage. Now look, see that right there, gang? That's a maintenance man. Look what area he going into. That's where Kenneka was at the whole time. I believe Kenneka was there somewhere on the lower level. Boom, 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 boom. I'm talking about she had to been down there for a minute. Now, I can't say when they put her in the freezer. If you gonna ask me, I wanna say round about o'clock. Now look, y'all see that? That's the red jacket. Now y'all see how they roaming in this area. Remember the laundry room. When you come out that laundry room, you walk down the hallway to the laundry room, the back way to get to where she at. You see what I'm saying? That's why they going in and out that door right there. They was clocking in for their job, and you know what I'm saying? I'm clocking out somehow. Like, why they keep going into the area? You been at work, you know what I'm talking about? So it lets you know the laundry room is still open. They were taking the laundry route to get to where she is. Now, while he walking down the hallway, it's another employee on the other side of the wall walking with him. They meeting up, right? Yeah, appreciate the likes, y'all. I appreciate the like gang. The like gang looking real good this morning. So boom, look how much traffic it is, y'all. So we got Monique for them. And check this out. That's when keep this in mind before y'all seen them walking down that hallway 30 minutes before that, that's when Monique and them was walking and Shemaya went to the bathroom. Now check this out. After that, that's when Monique and Shemaya finna. So at this point, they got a big old bin, a car they need, and now they got to transport the body. I honestly believe they made Monifa and Shemaya and T.Y. tote the body while the manager watched. Now keep this in mind, first case here, they deleted footage. They deleted footage. Risco started deleting footage when they putting her in the freezer. So at some point in time, look at y'all see he on the phone now. It's 4:44. He on the phone now and he watching this shit. Man, this lady probably she probably just could have passed away, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Cause if she passed away, that means somebody was in her prison, didn't help her, and watched that lady die. So that's when the murder charges finna come to Crown Plaza, cause they assist with after the fact that the gang members committed the crime. The gang member committed the crime, but when she died, You know what I'm saying? The staffs were present. So now you're gonna have to have the charge. Not only towards, you know what I'm saying, not only like I don't think they'll charge the prodigal with the with the murder. I'm actually really thinking in my heart that the murder is one of them staff members. You see what I'm saying? Or or you can look at it like this. We don't know who actually did the killing. Let's put it like this. Because it was so many people that was around her at the time of the crime was being committed. So it was more than one people. Now, you can go with many ways about this. Like King Rob said. Now, when I looked up his shit, everything what he said, I never forgot about. He really described what really happened to Kenneka in so many words. I honestly think since he was there, he wanted Kenneka so bad, and guess what? Something happened with him. Something happened with him and Kenneka and him and Lil Meek and them and all them other niggas in the room. And this thing, you know, he gets on down, right? Cause you know what I'm saying? They said Kenneka was getting hot and stuff and shit like that. So the next thing you know, if she was getting hot, that would make sense that they put her in the goddamn bathtub to cool her off. Maybe the drug that she was on having her with hot flashes. So Kid Rock got you doing what he was doing when the security came up at the door. It's time to roll. So he left the hotel. But guess what? Kanika's still in the room. Now we don't know the room on the sixth floor booked or Little Meat had the little room, you know what I'm saying, they were vacant. So next time you know, Little Meat got to get her out the room. Cause it would make sense. They would be like, well, how did she get in the room if this room wasn't booked? So that's probably why they put that in the police report. Cause they found out how many rooms they had. Then when they had the cameras and see what was going on at the camera, you see what I'm talking about? On the ninth floor, and when she got on the elevator, then when they hit them other cameras, they knew exactly she was. They know they see the steering wheel. They look when they see the footage, they walk her path. They know exactly the path that she took. But they had to come up with a narrative and flip the story because of the footage. Yeah, because of the footage, y'all. Yeah, appreciate the likes, y'all. Appreciate the like game. You know what I'm talking about? So look, this how I'm thinking it went down. Now look, you see he on the phone, right? Now this would be a perfect time when you got to make calls, answer calls. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you don't know who on the other end of the phone. It could be a customer or a guest or something, but only thing we could tell is use our instinct. Use our instinct. Now if this at 3:58, right? They gotta be in the pool area, moving the body round about this time. Now look, I'm finna break it down on my scenario, how it happened. I don't know if this could be true or you know what I'm saying, it could be, you know what I'm saying, fiction. But I did the best I can trying to wrap my mind around it like how can I pinpoint the actual suspect? And you know what I'm saying? This one thing I don't like. I hate to have half of the truth. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to wrap my mind so we can get the full story. So we can actually understand this footage. Now, if it was up to me, I highly recommend that this supposed to make history, right? This really supposed to make history. You got 47 camera views. That's what they said. 100 hours of footage, but we got 36. I want to know what shows on the other 60 hours. I mean, the other 70 hours, right? We got 70 hours of footage missing. Ain't nobody raising hell about it. I want to see that. Because look, check this out. King Rob, no. I believe when King Rob was telling who the killer was, I really think he was describing himself. Cause if keep this in mind, it wasn't that many people came to the pool area. Only Monifa, Shemaya, T.Y., you know what I'm talking about, and Pete. We don't know who else was in the pool. It could have been King Robin and John. That's why he was making video. They trying to frame me at the murder scene. They trying to edit video, trying to put me in a murder scene in the video. So it's got to be some kind of video on the phone and on the footage that can tell us the truth. But the friends ain't go do it. And Crab Plaza not either. But guess who will? You already know. Francis Cave, Jack. Francis Cave. So we need to, you know what I'm talking about? Cause look, you gotta keep in mind they ran game on Francis Cave. Cause after when the girl died, man, the manager had him like he like he was on the leash. He couldn't go far. You see what I'm saying? They had him sitting down like a kid behind the front desk. You see what I'm saying? And then look, they go to coffee cup. Now keep that coffee cup in mind. And now let's just assume it is this the same coffee cup. I don't know, but this the cup that really need to be looked at because if that's the cup in the freezer, we need to find out how it got there and who had it. So Red Jacket just grab the cup. You see what I'm saying? So that's how we can narrow it down to how the cup got in the freezer. The police didn't even want to acknowledge the fucking cup. I mean, what was in the cup? What was it with coffee? What was the temperature of the cup? Was the motherfucker hot or cold? You see what I'm saying? Oh, man, what you mean? Everybody want to see this, but you. Man, get off my nuts. I ain't got no room for you on these nuts this morning. Shit, they already took the jack. And you sitting up here trying to nut ride a nigga early in the morning. Hey man, go sit down somewhere. Now check this out, y'all. Boom. Tell y'all something. If somebody walk down that hallway coming in the back door, cause you know the wall is made of glass, so you can see on the outside. So I'm quite sure a witness or guest walked down the hallway from the head in the back door where the back door. It's probably seen some people back there chilling, smoking cigarettes or something, or just loitering in the dark. Cause right there at the back door, they ain't even got no light on. Somebody cut that part of the session lights off. So that means if they cut the lights off and the camera, somebody in cahoots with the cameraman. You see what I'm saying? Cause I ain't never heard nobody commit a crime in an establishment say, fuck that, we ain't releasing this shit. Tell them out. Now look, now y'all see how much movement. We ain't gonna think about you. Y'all see the food court hallway, they say 8 something, going on 12, right? So look, if you see all this movement going on 12 o'clock, look at the movement on the night at 12 o'clock. It's thin, it's shallow, then everybody you see on the footage gonna be on the footage from the first, second, and the third shift. Meaning that at one point in time the shift didn't change. So when we watch the footage, we probably watching a video that really ain't even a part of the investigation. You see what I'm saying? I believe it's some footage out there they really ain't even part of the investigation because it really don't lines up with the other camera we show. Like I see the friend this man gets off on the elevator, but they never showed me how they got on the elevator or off the elevator. We see him get off on the elevator, but I never see him keep on the elevator. I ain't even see him go in the kitchen, but how they come out the kitchen. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Yeah, appreciate that butterfly pink. You know what I'm talking about? So look, right here in this time frame, right here in this time frame, this when the girl taking her last breath. Look at the red boxes up at the back door. They is not flashing. Why is them red boxes not flashing like the rest of these boxes on the screen? So they let you know that back door is the most important edit footage of all. Man, look, this could be a still image with a clock on it running. This could be a picture, you know what I'm saying? A screenshot of a picture and they just put a time stamp on it and let the time roll and we thinking we watching footage. You see what I'm saying? That's what I believe that's what's going on in some of these footages. Cause you know a camera gonna glitch a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Some gonna be a little pixel, you know what I'm talking about? But a picture gonna be still image like, you know what I'm talking about? I know when I looking at a picture now and the damn video, them two different formats. So what y'all think they discussing now? I want everybody opinion. What y'all think they discussing now? So look, when I was reading the autopsy report, this the main footage right here that they were interested in. Cause this why right here because of him walking to the desk and hitting the panic button. So look, somebody must have had been coming to hit the panic button. And guess who the panic button gonna alert to? Watch this. He watching some on the monitor of the screen, then he gonna calmly flip his phone out his pocket, but he finna hit that panic button again. See, I watched this footage so many times, you got to keep watching it because you gonna learn something new every time you watch the footage, right? That's what we're here for, to watch the footage and get an understanding of what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? Boom. Now look, y'all see that dude went out the back door, right? Watch this. We just watching the front dish right for now at the top screen right here, cause that's where he hit the panic button. Now he on the phone watching. You know what I'm talking about? So when he hit the panic button, you know what I'm talking about? So he watching on the phone. But you know one thing, the way I was looking at this footage about front desk, I don't know if Monifa or TY know this guy, but Monifa went up to the desk and was arguing with him. This who Monifa was about to get into it with him. That's what P said. They were finna fight the staff. That was him, but it was Monifa. And check this out. You remember when Irene said she walked down and asked them folk, can they see the footage? And she said, P's never finna fight her. You know what I'm talking about? Fight the staff, right? But how would she know that if she would to never leave the room? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, appreciate the cash out, gang. Appreciate the cash out. Appreciate that, Dominique. I hope I pronounced your name right. Appreciate that frequency. Look, y'all see the assistant beverage manager. He got about 1,000 keys on his heel. So he'll normally have the iron keys to unlock deadbolts and locks. But everybody else gonna need key cards, cause you know what I'm talking about. Key cards, a plastic card that could be traced. If if the police was on top of that shit, right? And if you respect a husband in the pool, you supposed to take that card reader off the door to see who had last access to and who the card belonged to. You see what I'm saying? Cause if it was a staff had a card and it unlocked, right? You gotta keep in mind, whoever had the key card had to sign for the key card. You had to put your name on the dotted line, any keys that you get, any kind of equipment that you get from the hotel. You got to put your name on the sheet and sign out for the keys. That was common when I was working. You know what I'm talking about? For restaurants and you know what I'm saying, and hotels and shit like this, right? So look, that's probably why they had to interview Little Meek because of the key card, because of the laundry room being accessed through the key card doors. That's why when you read the key card reports on the name float, somebody was using a staff key to open certain doors, and it had to be Little Meek. So Little Meek could have duplicate keys or anything. If I'm working at a hotel, right? And I got access to room and I want to make me some money. You think I ain't finna boom me some motherfucking rooms out there, John? Shit, I'm finna have the hookup. I'm finna shut everything down, man. Look, I got about 4 or 5 rooms booked, man. Look, you know what I'm talking about? Give me 50 a piece, you know what I'm talking about? All night. At this particular time, they probably got caught up there in that room. Cause if you look at the way the hotel probably look at it, be like, damn, all because of Little Meek brought these folks in that room and he was up there. They would make him a staff member if he worked there, right? He gets out work but stay at work to go to the party. And all the coworkers know that he at the party because he told you who had the pill for one thing. How would you know who had the pill if everybody thinking Tanasia drugged her? Tanasia did not drug Kenneka. It was the other girl that was in the corner that's Tanasia girlfriend. Now that's what I found out. Tanasia gay and that girl that was sitting over there at that bed, you know what I'm saying, with Kenneka got that drink from, that's Tanasia girlfriend. That's the one that slipped her the drink. You see what I'm saying? When she slipped her the drink, that's how what I can explain it with Ty when he was flipping his phone and shit. You know what I'm talking about? But his live is edited too. Cause every time the phone flip, it'll be another scene. Uh he got to edit it when the phone flips. So if the phone when he flipped the camera on the screen, that's you can take that part out until your next scene flip. Till it flip back on you. So when you take the face camera off, now you got a short link of video and now you can play it as like it's original video. You see what I'm saying? Like how I'm doing. Y'all see how I edit my video, try to put it together with different scenes matching the timeline. That's what I was trying to do. Match a timeline with every scene. But when the time skips, I got to go back on the other camera and see what happened before the time skip. Cause that's very important. They ain't even know how to cover it up right. The police had to do most of the cover up with the paperwork, with the narrative, and with the surveillance footage. Now, I know the dude that with the key, the assistant beverage manager, he got experiments in editing video like you see him walking on the screen. He went for the army with this shit. He got special clearance, G14 classified information about surveillance security systems. So So whoever it was knew about the time. Cause keep this in mind, everybody at the party ain't thinking about no time when they come to eating. You see what I'm saying? But the hotel knew about the time and the police do. So that's why we start seeing the time skips. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Hold on, gang. Now look, y'all see at the bottom of the screen. Now look, y'all see him. Boom. Now he up there early this morning, right? And we already know what he finna do. But y'all see at the bottom of this screen right here, it was a lot of pizza delivery coming in that night. So when I thought about it, I'm like, oh, that's what the lady was talking about in Tay's on their video. They had pizzas and refreshments for people, right? That's why I was starting to see a lot of delivery. Because it makes sense when Risco came in the break room with Little Meat. They didn't have no foods in their hand. They went straight to where the food was, grabbed a plate, and came and sat down to eat. So that means the pizza must have had to been still hot. You see what I'm saying? And if it's still hot, it's people running in and out the break room. That's why you don't have all the footage to the break room. Won't you think? Won't you think the break room would be so important? Now look, y'all just see that white boy that's on the night. There you go. Look, y'all see the white boy with the hoodie on. Look, right here, right there, gang. Now check this out. When you watch the footage, now, this on the night, we seen him on the 10. Now, don't y'all see how they got the 10 mixed with the night and the night mixed with the 10? But look, when we first seen it came in, he didn't have that on. Remember when I showed you when he first came in with another dude? Y'all see what I'm saying? That's why you got to pay attention to the footage. Because look where he finna go to. Trying to find any kind of clocks, you know what I'm saying, on the wall, on the clock that was look. Y'all remember the clock on the wall in the kitchen? Check this out. I believe that scene happened at 3:30 when Kenneka walked in that kitchen. Cause think about this. Everybody was like, oh, look at the clock on the wall. It gotta say 2:30 or 3:30, right? So we gotta pick which one, 2:30 or 3:30. Now, according to the reports, Kenneka got off as they said. If she went missing at 2:15, At 2:15, right? Watch how crazy the story is. 2:15. Let me switch my scene. At two something, she come up missing. At two something, she come up missing, right? Where she was at for a whole hour. We know she wasn't walking. We know she in the pool. And we know she been in the pool for about an hour. For about an hour. You see what I'm saying? So we know she ain't walk. We know where she is. So that's why they came up with a theory and said she walking the hotel. So if she come up missing, better show her again. If she look chicken that game, if she was on that last scene on the ninth floor where the camera was getting on the elevator at two something, how is she walking in the kitchen at three something? You see what I'm saying? So she was missing for at least three something. Then they got her out the room. And that's when we had to take her downstairs and shit. End up in the pool and all this old shit, him and the guy. You know what I'm saying? But look, the way they were moving around was on Little Meat Boy. You got to call your home. Look, bro, check this out, man. Y'all come around the building. Bro, it's gonna be a camera right there, bro. Y'all just walk close to the wall as possible, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at my nigga and work on security, you know what I'm saying? Tell him to turn the cameras out, you know what I'm saying? Cause check this out, Little Meat could be cool. Really like that with Risco. Cause you see how Risco look. If I was a boss, and you know what happened that night, you will be seeing them folk raising hell in the break room. You will be like, man, bro, I got to find you. You got to get on that. You see what I'm saying? The man didn't get fired or nothing and still kept the job. So that let you know what kind of relationship that he got with the hotel. So that gave you a clue how this shit working now. So Kenneka was up there in that room somewhere on the 11th floor, made it to the 6th floor. All this shit took an hour. All this shit took an hour. See what I'm saying? So she's somewhere on the floors for an hour. She ain't downstairs. She's somewhere on the floors for an hour. Don't y'all remember the kitchen worker that was working in the kitchen at two something? That look, you know, he was cleaning out the kitchen. But at some point, he was in that candy shack and cleaning it up too, right? That's who she was. Movie stars, right? And guess what? They could probably identify Little Meat as Little Meat, the suspect that was with her, and that other maintenance man son with the gray shirt on. You see what I'm saying? Because they had him in the lineup too, but didn't make that public. And they said the maintenance man used to always be with the manager. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? Hold on, guy. Let me see what's going on right quick. Appreciate that, Latasha Evans. Appreciate that, boo. Now look, what we just watched, gang, what we just watched right here, right? Boom, y'all see who coming in the back door, right? Now look, right here who came in the back door. Remember they had that white man with the polo jacket on in the investigation. In the investigation. Meaning that he was shortly behind Kenneka. Now if Kenneka was snatched in the lobby like how the camera showed it, these people would have seen that walking up and getting on the elevator. So they come to miss because that's the only way that he could end up in the report. He had to see something. He had to see something for him to be in the report, him and the other two. And look what time they coming in at 1:14 or at 12:14. So they just a minute behind Kenneka. So boom, Kenneka just got snatched in the lobby, right? And they walking up to. So that's when they cut their lobby footage, right? They cut the lobby footage after that part. Whatever happened on there, we don't know. But mysteriously, that's when Bree come and we just see only Bree on the footage. We ain't even see Shemaya's, Kenneka, you know what I'm saying? And Monifa and Kenneka, we ain't even see them make a turn in the lobby on camera like everybody else do. Cause this sad gang, and this at the time when the girl took her last breath, the staff already gave it up. Even the police, when they did their search, they walked the same route. They let you know they had some kind of not look. They got gloves on. Look, and they got latex gloves on. Now, when the police officer drive on the time, but he finna put on some latex gloves, is he finna do what, y'all? If you see a police officer putting on some latex gloves, and then look, y'all see him, the bald head dude. I've been watching him too, cause I think he a staff member. That's that same dude that went down in the laundry room with the clipboard and was walking. You know what I'm talking about? Cause he finna go out the pool though. Now look, gang. At this point, man, look. Oh yeah, you know I got that. Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? I'm finna hit them suckers so hard with this pack. Now I'm finna give a quick little rundown of my scenario, what I think would happen in the room, but I can give you facts what happened after the room, though. You see what I'm talking about? Now, I'm thinking Kenneka, when she first got there, she got there at 12 something, right? Let me cut the chat on for this. Saying, hold on, gang. So I'm gonna cut the chat on for this. All right. So Kenneka get there at 12 something. Everybody already had plans for her coming. I don't think, only thing I know is Killer and his homeboys at the room. In the room, right. So when Kenneka got there, it was only Killer. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to boost my chat up right quick. All right, this is what I want right here. Yeah, the chat was looking small on the screen. I had to blow it up so people can read it. Okay, that should be good right there, gang. So look, So Kenneka got there when they first arrived. They walked down the food court hall, and this thing, somebody was on the other side of the hall because the police report said it's the same boy that was in the hall. So when Kenneka got snatched, it could have been one of them little boys snatch her like, "Hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? Baby, you know what I'm talking about?" And she's like, "Boy, what you playing? Hey, what going on?" Shit like that. It could have been a snatch like that, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was just like a snatch, like snatch her up, you know what I'm saying, and drag and trying to kidnap her and put her in the elevator because she would be screaming. That would have caused confusion. It would have been a lot of people hearing this shit, right? Yeah. Yeah, we got a troll in her, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Mm. But so when Kanika got in that room, she like, damn, what's going on? Like, who are these niggas and shit? And where Irene at? That's when you see Irene. Cause look, that's when Irene showed up. Before Irene showed up, look, before Irene showed up, just say Kanika got in the room and something happened. I ain't gonna say like nothing. I don't think nothing happened at that time, but it was a lot of confusion in that room for them to call Irene back to the room. And when Irene get back to the room at 12 something, that's when you get your first noise complaint. Your first noise complaint. So that means soon when Irene got there, she must have noticed, heard something about the noise complaint. Or somebody called her like, yeah, it's about to go down or some type shit. So she came back at the hotel. Then go live like she just really doing her birthday party there. No, it ain't finna roll like that, Jack. So in that room, Kanik was ready to go. You know what I'm talking about? She must have had to contact her mama at one point in time for her mama to be concerned. So when her mama lost contact with Kanika, she became greatly concerned. So only thing she could see what's going on with her daughter is go on Facebook or Instagram. And she know all Kanika friends and you know what I'm saying, who out on the friend list, who she socializing with. So when them folk, when she probably seen one of them op videos, making a video about Kanika, was like, wait a minute, let me call that hotel so I can stop this shit right now. She could have seen King Rob there. Somebody could have told her, be like, man, I don't need no harm, Mr. Reese, but man, I think something going on with your daughter. There's a lot of niggas in her, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what's about to happen, but something happened. And this thing, Mr. Reese talked on the phone. And mysteriously, this lady called the hotel at Tucson, begging these folks to watch their camera and, and contact her daughter. You see that puzzled me because that just gave me the impression that Mr. Reese seen something or somebody informed her on something for her to be concerned about the nigga. So she called the hotel and the hotel told her they was gonna check the camera. But when she arrived at the hotel, they said the cameras didn't work. So that's how they knew That's how they knew who was Miss Teresa when she first came to the Crown Plaza Hotel. You see how Risco seen Miss Teresa and then left her in the lobby hanging. He ain't even talked to Miss Teresa not one time. He already talked to Leah Renora. You see what I'm saying? That lets you know he guilty. He couldn't even face the mama. He couldn't even tell the mama about it. And that's the same nigga that was talking to Little Meat. And y'all can't put that together. Little Meat was dodging Leonora and them in the hotel. Risco dodging the mama. It's like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like nobody ain't tell these folks about Little Meat for some strange reason. I don't know, gang, but something happened in that room. And when it was time to run them trains and all this bullshit, they took the nigga while she was drugged up in the room. Honestly believe she was passed out for some point in time because it was an hour. And I'm gonna tell you something like that. When you get a train run on you, every nigga finna take at least 10 to 15 minutes. Depends on how many niggas in the room so everybody can get their turn and shit. So how many motherfuckers violated that girl in 1 hour before they were finna get caught? You see what I'm saying? That's what puzzled me. Cause while they said Kenneka was wrong in the hall for an hour, now I think that girl was flat on her back and getting assaulted, unconscious, and she woke up and she could identify her killer. You know what I'm saying? She looked and was like, "What the fuck?" And that's when you heard her with Monique, why y'all doing me like that? So somebody was like, man, look, man, she gotta die. I hate to say it like that though, but somebody man like, man, this lady gotta die. You know what I'm talking about? So somebody had after that, somebody had plans on killing her. You know what I'm talking about? I believe Kenneka fought back. She got her senses back. She fought back. And she got DNA of the suspect. That's why. That's why they didn't want to take no DNA report. Cause look, when y'all ask like, well, why they ain't took no DNA report? That's the reason why they didn't take no DNA report. Because it would tell you who did it. You think Rosemont finna tell y'all what's going on with the case? No. You think Rosemont finna explain the time skip to y'all? No. Do you think Rosemont finna tell you anything about the Kenneka Jenkins case? No. You see what I'm saying? No. So how would you learn it? You got to do it for yourself. You see what I'm saying? You got to do it for yourself. This ain't my line of work. I don't do no police ass shit. I ain't no red or nothing. You know, I really don't like police. I don't even like donuts, really. You know what I'm saying? But how the way their job is very interesting. It make you think. It make you learn criminal. It puts you in the criminal mind once you figure out the crime. You know what I'm saying? You got all these clues around you. If you mean tell me as a detective, you be like, man, I'm tired of seeing the same evidence. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I got it. This shit ain't just shit, man. This shit, then you start thinking, shit, is this evidence of what? You know what I'm talking about? Now, look, this footage forever gonna be a jewel piece in the case. Cause the idiot alone will get a motherfucker 10 to 15 years for just tampering with the cameras. That's what they call it. It's called obstruction of justice and tampering with evidence. Appreciate that, Ricky. Appreciate that, Ricky. Ricky. So the police want their money. So they like, look, we covered up. We got, you know what I'm talking about? Who you gonna call? You can't call nobody. Cause ain't nobody gonna do shit to us. Nigga, we the police. Nigga, the feds fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen to us? That's how much faith the police and Donald Stevenson got about the establishment. You see what I'm talking about? Man, these folks, I'm just a loss for words, gang. Cause you know what I'm talking about? I really want to see King Rob. I'm dying to meet him. Him and Straight Drop face to face. Let these niggas know, man. You know what I'm talking about? You niggas is woman beaters, rapists. You know what I'm talking about? All these niggas do. Check this out. King Rob got 3 counts of stalking charges on females, right? He stalking a police officer. He beating up on teenage girl. He going to court for, and then another bitch put a goddamn stalking charge on. So if you got these three, look how he did Miss Teresa, stalking them and ignoring them. He got a problem with women. He aggressive ass nigga. This a nigga you don't need to take around no female. Cause something gonna go wrong. Man, the girl gonna stand up and you know what I'm saying? And stumbling over her foot and shit. Everybody like, girl, what's wrong with you? And this nigga in the corner laughing at this shit. You see what I'm saying? So Kenneka must have turned him down. So think about this. That could be King Rob in the text message trying to make 200. I got 200 for your friend. You know what I'm talking about? That sound like King Rob, cause he the one got kind of money to pay for $200 for some pussy. Damn, you know what I'm talking about? So you plan on having that for a while then. So just say Kenneka rejected him, didn't like him like that, and that made him mad. And then when he seen this opportunity, he, you know what I'm talking about? He let everything ride. Girl got drugged up, and now he can get it. So now it'll be really funny to him, but like, yeah, it's about that time. This is what I've been waiting on. This is my moment now. That's the type of thinking this sucker got. You see what I'm talking about? That's what they said the freezer was a smoking spot. Cause check this out. It might be. Cause somebody was going back there burning up shit. You know what I'm talking about? But it could be. Cause the freezer will seal all the smoke in there. You know what I'm talking about? Cause there'd be a perfect place to go smoke. But you gotta think about it too now. You know what I'm talking about? If you find a cigarette up in that building, a motherfucker gonna know. You know what I'm talking about? Trust me. I did it before. I didn't know they had, you know what I'm saying, little technology that could send it, you know what I'm saying, let you know what kind of smoke it is. Shit, I went in that bathroom, lit a cigarette up, I was tired of motherfucker. Before what the shit at me, man, I lit a cigarette up. You know what I'm talking about, man? I was like, damn, that cigarette in here strong as hell. Let me get out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Cause when I was working, man, on them cameras, when I go find me a little weed spot, I know where all the cameras at. I work this job every day for years, right? So I know every camera is. Even people on the job know some cameras that don't even work. So if a camera don't work, damn near everybody on the job gonna know that camera don't even work. You know what I'm talking about? So Drake ain't finna make his way toward the area. You know what I'm talking about? Stack up hundreds of goddamn uh, camera and be blazing trees. They gonna be like, where that nigga at go? We see the smoke. Can't be no cigarette smoke, cause that nigga got plenty of smoke. He fogging up the cameras and shit. You know what I'm talking about? And soon when they get on to put their walkie talkies on, and you know what I'm talking about, and come trying to find where I'm at, I'm already back at my location. I done sprayed myself down with cologne and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I'm back at my station. They go where they last see me. Yeah, like damn, what the fuck going on? Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get on out of here, y'all. Cause today gonna be a nice little day for me. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I gotta do a little errands and shit, right? So look, I appreciate the cash app game. I appreciate everybody that done the video up and share the video too. You know what I'm talking about? And share this jump too. So yeah, around about 4 to 5 o'clock, I believe Kenneka took her last breath because you know the police was already up there. And this what y'all gotta keep in mind. At that time, if the police came up there around about 3 something, that's why everybody in the statement saying they started to leave around 3 something. They was kicking them out, just like what Miss Teresa said in the radio interview. She said, yeah. They said they were gonna kick them out. You know what I'm saying? And the dude was like, why you say they were gonna kick them out for what? I guess they were being too loud. And he was like, I don't know, don't you gotta have three kind of warnings for somebody to get kicked out, right? So look, you got two noise complaints. But it was a third one. We don't know if it was documented, but I know everybody left at three something because the police told them folks to leave, but kept Monifa and the main suspect behind to make them clean it up. That's what I'm thinking, gang. That's why I need everybody help and support to help me to put all this shit together. Cause you know Trey Gang already done cracked the case, right? But I still don't have everything. I just got enough in the majority of evidence. Shit. Man, I got so much shit on these folks. That alone, they could, if I could, man, I could just imagine what the lawyer got, who the real investigators. If I could see through this in the paperwork. Now I'm quite sure they could see it. So they must have had to see something. Cause Mr. Risa saying she finna get justice. Ain't it funny that Mr. Risa telling everybody in the world we finna get justice, right? So why would people still talking about yeah, is it any new info about this case yet? Bitch, find out for yourself and tell me ho when you find out. You see what I'm talking about? Don't ask me dumb questions. See what I'm saying? So people like, I don't think she gonna get justice and all this, but she ain't heard what the mama said. Why every time when the mama say something, it go out to one girl and to another? It's like people run to other motherfuckers just to ask somebody about somebody else's case, what's going on. Now, I don't know too much half of what's going on in the courtroom because they've been delaying it, and you know what I'm saying, that this court date get postponed, and then a little bit haven't heard, you know what I'm talking about. The court just ain't having a consistent schedule on the basis of trying to resolve the case. Because I want to know how many investigators is got the same thinking that we do, that know the truth and ready to expose this shit. I mean, why keep the lawsuit, you know what I'm saying? Well, you got to keep the lawsuit going, you know what I'm saying? But I want to know if the investigator like, well, look, what you want to do. Just think about this, gang. Just say, what if the lawyers now was coming in to Mr. Reese was like, okay, so what you want to do? You want to go along with this lawsuit? Yeah, I want to go along with the lawsuit. All right. Now, if you if we open this case up, the lawsuit might go out the door, and we probably got to file for wrongful death now. You see what I'm saying? Now we got to file for wrongful death, uh, something like that, right? And you can still get close to what Miss Teresa deserved. I'm gonna tell you something. Miss Teresa deserved everything that come to her. She need all the blessing, prayers, and everything. Her and the family, y'all. I don't care no more. Cause I hate, you know what I'm talking about? I hate to see people just prolonging the girl case. I hate people that they don't even do no research. They don't do nothing. Only thing they do is upload a video and press play and just talk a whole lot of shit on it. Not one motherfucking thing they reading. They not trying to figure. You don't even see the work ethic. It's all about, yeah, I'm thinking of this and I'm thinking that of. Well, look right here and look right there and let's see what this is. No, you know what I'm saying? You got to actually sit down. You got to read. You got to flip pages. Man, you got to go back to statements, go to this statement and go to the timeline when they said they was leaving. Then you could put that together and be like, okay, the police right there. I hate people that be taking my content, taking my motherfucking content, my narrative, right, without a gap, and use it. And we switch everything up. That's wrong, man. That's wrong as hell. You know what I'm talking about? That's wrong, and I don't like this shit. I ain't finna play on that girl death. You can still, I'd rather for you steal a joke from me. You know what I'm talking about? Man, look, that's just like in the courtroom. Your lawyer playing with your case and you can't, you know what I'm saying? No, ain't nothing funny about this shit. Ain't nothing playful about the case. Taking this shit serious, man. And then when people do that, it's like when people do that, don't you know how much content? Don't you know? They just let me know how much you cared about the case. They let me know how much people really care. You see what I'm talking about? Cause check this out. You ain't got no love or no compassion to even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even just really want to talk about this shit. Cause I don't like nobody playing with nobody death, and I don't wish death upon nobody. But you know, you gonna get this back 7 times four. You know what I'm talking about? You playing with the spirit of God. You playing with the spirit of God, Jack, and you playing around with death. You see what I'm saying? If you keep playing around with death, they're sure gonna play around with you. Telling y'all what I know. Man, from the streets, and I learned a whole lot from the streets, right? So yeah. And when I say I'm from the street, I can see right through King. He got an anger problem. He don't need to be with no women. Somebody need to whoop him. Somebody need to really whoop that nigga, man. Him, Scrape, Marco, them, all them supper, all them niggas ain't right, man. Yeah, I'm a drug king robber and take his thunderbolt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, put me in the room with him. Bitch, I get some results. I'm like, come on in here, big boy. Yeah, look. Yeah, I'm gonna have the biggest chopper in there. Yeah, give me I want that drink. I want that chopper. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, he gonna come in that room. And look, I'm gonna have a nigga coming up from under the bed. I'm pull one of them Suge Knights on this ass. Yeah, call me, boo, telling me you in the room. Yeah, Jay, where you at? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm up here. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the eighth floor. You know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, I'm on the way. Let's get it. And then he gonna pop his legs up there. You know what I'm saying? Thinking she gonna be in the bed sleeping out here. So when he come in and got them to close the motherfucking door, that's when niggas gonna be coming out the shower, up under the bed. You know what I'm talking about? And we gonna have a nigga standing on that side of the door. And the first thing I'm gonna tell that nigga, man, you need to scream naked, Jack. Cause somebody finna give us some thunderbolt. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we finna play with that nigga all night. But I'ma really touch a nigga. I got plans for this shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna go buy me a taser today. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So yeah, gang, y'all spread the word to let these folks know what's going on with the case. You know what I'm talking about? So Trey gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool, y'all be safe, man. And I'm out, Jack.